Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Sexton I. It's on the south spawn of Himmelsdorf and it's under the command of Mummy of FILO. Now he's about to take team damage from somebody on his team, which will lead to his ultimate demise in this battle. And you can see he's in the Sexton I with the What Arty Noobs colours, kindly provided by Sir Rusty NZ. So these are available to members of What Arty Noobs.
Move out!
And battle started. It's a beautiful skin this Sir Rusty's made. And you can see that Mummy's gone straight into battle. He's actually sitting in the same position. He's not moving from his initial position. And here's the BT-7 coming up to annoy him and troll him. So he's moving off in the fine position, and the BT-7's just rammed him and is generally trolling him, making it impossible for him to fight because he's constantly shoving into him. So he's obviously somebody who's been so poor in his gameplay that he hasn't been able to avoid Arty in the past, and he's decided he's going to victimise any other Arty in the game, no matter if they happen to be on the same team. And you can see here the BT-7 Estrogen is constantly ramming Mummy, so Mummy can't play at all. I think Mummy's trying to back up now to try, if he can, to stop the BT-7 from doing any more damage. And I've had this happen to me as well in battles, so I know how frustrating it can be. You just want to play the game, but this person, Estrogen, doesn't want to play the game. He doesn't want to abide by the rules. All he wants to do is cause trouble for other players and effectively just make a complete nuisance of himself. And under these circumstances, there's not a lot you can do. I don't advocate you go and TK somebody who's doing this, but if they are doing it and they're totally ruining your game, sometimes you get so frustrated with these people, that's what actually happens. People then team kill the person who's doing the trolling, or they may flip him over to stop him from being a nuisance and leave him there in a flip position. And you can see here now he's pushing at him, and Mummy's got so frustrated now. He's actually firing at the Panzer IIIe at the other end of the road. He's trying to play the game, but the BT-7 doesn't want to know. And Mummy's got a kill. He took out the enemy tank at the other end of the road using an auto aim. That's a manual aiming, and he's auto aimed at the BT-7, but he's gone out of view. And the BT-7 here, Estrogen, just doesn't want to know. Okay, we fire a shot there at that enemy tank, and now he's receiving fire from that enemy tank. He's trying to get away from this BT-7, but he just doesn't want to give up. Refusing to play the game, Estrogen.
I can't see the target.
And now Mummy's trying to kill. Oh, he got another kill. But he has been taken out by the T-29. And now the BT-7's given up. He's driven off. And he's about to get killed by the enemy for his stupidity. I mean, he did kill one enemy tank, a T-10TP, but there he is. He's gone now. He's totally ruined this game for his team because they are now down by, 4 tanks. And I think they've got very little chance of surviving. The Vesper's running north, so he can't do much. And there's only one other tank. In fact, no, he is the only tank left on the team because they just killed the Marder 2. And I don't think that Vesper will last very long. There's 2 in the cap, so they probably will cap out even if the Vesper doesn't get destroyed. But I think he is going to get destroyed very, very shortly. He's headed towards the enemy cap. I think he may be trying to kill the other enemy Arty. But he's been spotted, he's being fired upon, and now he's been killed by the other Vesper. So a complete wasted game, all down to Estrogen in the BT-7, who just would not give up and insisted on causing problems. So if we look at the end of game stats, we can see that Mummy did manage to get 2 kills in the battle, and mostly down to his skill as a player that he did so. He auto-aimed at those tanks instead of trying to go to overhead view, which would have been hopeless, and by auto-aiming in the Sexton I, which is actually one of the few premium tanks in the game, premium Arty in the game, that is, and he managed to auto-aim and take out 2 of the enemy in doing so. So kudos to him for doing that. But really, Wargaming, you need to do something about these players who decide that they want to troll other people. Estrogen's one, he really needs to be banned. But when he's doing something like this, your system doesn't take that into account, doesn't take trolling into account. All you can do is report them for unsportsmanlike conduct. But that doesn't ban them. You can be reported more than 10 times a day and it still won't ban you. It still won't give you some form of punishment. All it does is tell Wargaming that there's a bad player there, but it doesn't get them to do something. So Wargaming, you need to tell us players, that people like this, Estrogen 1 rather, in the BT-7, you need to tell us that he actually is being banned if he has carried out this sort of conduct on a regular basis, because they are ruining other people's game. They're not abiding by the rules. The friendly fire system that you introduced does not take these people into account. They can be trolling all day long and they won't be banned, but you do need to do something about it. You need to take these people out of the game, otherwise all they are doing is ruining the game and making people say, oh, why don't I go play War Thunder, because I don't get that sort of behaviour in War Thunder, so I might as well do that instead, and you're going to lose money by doing that. So you need to start banning people, please, Wargaming. So if we just look at the, we've seen the team score, we see that Mummy actually came top, or came top when it came to, or not, she didn't come, no, he didn't come top actually. He came 4th when it came to damage with 277 hit points. The highest scorer was the 127 with 473. He did come top when he came to kills. He got 2 kills, despite the fact that he was being trolled. One of those was a lovely shotgun right in the sides as the enemy came around the corner. And when it came to base XP, he managed to get 168, but he was denied the opportunity to get far more, and he probably would have got far more if he'd been allowed to play properly, because he is quite a skilled player, Mummy. I've played with him in Platoon, so I know how good he is. So come on, Wargaming, so you've got to do something about this. If we look at the details, we can see he fired 4 shots during that battle. He got 2 direct hits, 2 penetration, and damage with 277. He received 4 hits, 2 penetration, 2 non-penetration, and he blocked damage of 110 hit points using his armor, the shots that went into the tracks. He damaged 2 enemy vehicles. He destroyed 2 enemy vehicles. He earned 12,380 credits. Despite the fact that he was being trolled, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually ended up with only 6,605 credits. But this is the kicker. He only received 252 base XP, got 151 base XP because he was in a premium vehicle, which meant he took away 403 XP. Now, if he'd been allowed to play properly, that would have been considerably higher, and he's been denied the opportunity to play properly, and actually he should therefore be recompensed by Wargaming for the actions of the BT-7. But there's no system in place for Wargaming to reward those people who have reported this person for bad play or for unsportsmanlike conduct. So Wargaming, you need to do something about this. You need to show that people who have received more than a few unsportsmanlike conduct reports in a single day, that they have received a ban akin to a friendly fire incident or a TK, and that therefore they've been removed from the game. Because even if it's only for a day, if they're banned for a day, that might make them think twice about doing it. I know if you do TK somebody, you turn blue, it can be up to 10 games before that blue changes back to normal again. If you warn people that this player is under investigation for bad behavior, then maybe it will stop them doing it. Maybe it will make them think twice about doing it, because then others might decide to remove them from the game themselves, and then obviously you'll enter into the realm of more people being TK'd, and we just don't want that. So, Wargaming, it's up to you. Do something about it, please.